Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Grim109 giving you UBC week number 4. Today we'll be going against the Barcelona Bagons, which is host of another ice person, IceDemonGray, which is one of the newer people in the UBC. His team consistent is going to be with Weavile, Gallade, Godchop, Melodic, Clef Key, Shaman, Metaweta, Chandelure, Golbat, Electrify, and Reggie Rock. So a lot of mons. I'm looking at this game. A lot of mons have pretty decent matchup versus my team. If I will put the correct mons, but met, but I'll explain to that at the end because we did talk about it a little bit. I'm worried more about how consistent because he has been playing consistent with Klefki, especially with screens. So I feel like Klefki is going to be very, very annoying. So I'm just gonna go straight up to it. What I brought for this week. I'm gonna be bringing in a kind of a bulky Moltres. Now, I'm running pressure because Klefki is one of my main concerns. Screens Klefki actually kind of becomes a nuisance to the team. Uh, Mostly in with sub just in case so I can sub on it because looking at his offensive pressure, this is kind of showing a big part of my team. A lot of people have faster Maz than Katana and Keldeo, so it kind of makes it hard for me to like come in. Weavile and Galage actually is a big problem. Godchop not so much, but Klefki is just one thing I was worried about. Uh, yeah, it's not. I do have my Rhyperior, but being able to poison everything else on the team will be kind of helpful on the Switch. The only poison resist he has is Crobat, which I don't think he's definitely gonna be switching by loading a lot onto this Moltres. That's the point is just to wear down the poison to weaken this team. Um, it sounds shaky at first, but which I'll always get to it a little bit. It doesn't really even matter. I don't think Moltres was really gonna be that used. I thought it may have a chance to be useful, but you'll see when we start. So we're gonna bring Medicube because Medicube has good matchups. It can revenge kill pretty much anything. We just cannot hard switch in on his stuff. Although another thing I was worried about is potential squash Chandelure because after Snorlax dies, Chandelure becomes a pretty big nuisance. Like Ghost Fire is a pretty good offensive typing. He just had a lot of fast Reapers, and Revive is just pretty darn annoying to deal with too. It's like it's hard dealing with those two, especially when Galay still outspeeds Katana, which is fucking ridiculous, man. Why is Galay so fast? But Medicube, of course, is just there for revenge killing and just doing damage. So we're gonna have to play it as a little more of like end game. When we have Spooky Plate, this is to boot our Ghost Stab much better. So it makes Shadow Claw. We're not running Lum because this time because I don't think he's really gonna bring that much unless he brings unless he brings Klefki, which I don't know. I'm just worried about screens because we don't really have good ways. Like, yeah, we have default, but Klefki just got a big buff too. And also got defog as well. So I'm trying to anticipate using his own defog against himself so he can clean his own sides. But the down bar, it doesn't clean his screens. We have to default in order to clean his screens, which sucks. So we're going to finally start bringing my period, and we're going to bring a defensive. Mainly because defensive can actually take some pretty good hits. Except from an SD Garchomp, which I believe that is his Z, if I'm correct. I think Z Garchomp or Z. Let me check. Yeah, Z Garchomp. Z Garchomp +2 will get to break it if he does break Z. But he hasn't been really bringing a lot of his Z use. He's been bringing a lot of like weird sets. Like I think last week he ran like leftovers Weavile, which was kind of cool. Actually, pretty cool to see because he actually made it work. So he doesn't bring a lot of the stuff that I normally see. He brings like a lot of very weird, interesting stuff. So I'm not maybe I don't know if he may actually bring an actual Garchomp set, but we need to keep in mind D Garchomp is still pretty scary in drafts. Like especially with the team I have that doesn't really have real. Like, I think we only have Medicube, which we can't use Medicube all the time because once this guy is up, that's pretty much it. So we gotta play smart with how we can do with this. So, Rhyperior can actually take a hit unless it's not, like, Life Form, SD, or Bandit. If it's, like, Scarf for some reason, then we can take a hit. Ice Punch, I believe, is either a 2-hit to 3 KO with the spread. The purpose of Rhyperior to be just a bulky rocker. Rock Blast, just in case he brings any kind of like sub sweepers, just in case, like seeing how he played consistent with the sub last week. I'm trying to anticipate what I saw from the past games, and then try to see if he's gonna do the same tactic again, any kind of sub mod. But Rock Blast is nice. I always like using Rock Blast because it's pretty good. It's much safer, even though the damage output is lower, but it does have a chance to hit 5 times, and it's much safer. Earthquake, of course, Stab and Stealth Rise. It's just basically just a very standard bulky set to take on his physical hitters. So we are gonna bring Spec Keldeo again. Because Spec Keldeo actually has some pretty decent to good matchups. Icy Wind is really good because it slows down. It will allow me to like slow down the Shaman, which will make it more easier to take on. And the Gallade, since we don't really have a lot of mods that have speed control, like we don't have webs, which sucks. A lot of its faster mods is going to become a big issue. So just bring Spec Keldeo just to bring a solid offensive special attacker. And I really need just a solid special attacker. So Keldeo fits the job very well. Snorlax is running Thick Fat AV just in case. This is completely just for the Chandelure, as we could just try to lower it. Thick Fat is pretty good still because we resist ice and fire, so it's pretty good. I think we're trying to run a more like an offensive. I'm trying to run a more offensive Snorlax instead of just running defensive instead of running Curslax. But I think after these weeks, you're gonna see a lot of different Snorlax sets. Probably a lot of like I can't wait to start getting into Gluttony. That's gonna be a very fun Snorlax set to run now. Since a lot of I think the next match after this is gonna be like not so heavily towards fire. So I think Thick Fat. This is probably gonna be a very last while we're gonna see Thick Fat, but we're gonna run a more offensive Steve. We're running AV because AV allows me to take on pretty much any of his special attacker. Facade is nice because if we get burned, we actually can do more damage. Return is just basically there for solid damage, and Earthquake is just there for coverage, really, just for the cleft key switches, damage on the Chandelure. But we do have Pursue just in case if he wants to switch out Chandelure, or just in case he runs like Willow or Chandelure. So the whole purpose is to be more of this tank, just take every special hit that is not fighting, because the only fighting type that he really has that could, or any mod that can use fighting. Well, the only fire type is Mega Gallade, and the other fire type you can use is Focus Blast, Melodic, or Fizz fighting moves like Drain Punch, Electric Rock. I think it does get Drain Punch, or it does get Superpower, and then, or some reason, Electrify, which I don't think he's going to bring either one of those two, looking at the team I have. But the final one, which was kind of a weird pick, was Vine Plume. Vine Plume because it actually takes on the Melodic, because Melodic is actually pretty difficult to take on. Some people may say, well, Katana does it better. The reason why, because of his 2 fast mods, so I don't know what exactly he's going to bring, and I'm scared of potential Scarp user. So, I didn't know what kind of Katana set I should run this game. I didn't want to just run a random Z. I want to run the right Z just in case he predicts that, but I don't know. You'll see what I am. I'll explain exactly why that I didn't bring the stuff I bring. There was a lot of consideration. Mega Medicham, which I completely forgot. I could have brought that, but I don't know. I wasn't just confident. I'm not confident with Mega Medicham. I don't know why. I should not be like this confident of not using a mod that is really, really good. So I need to start breaking that habit. I have a lot of good mods, but I just need to start using. So in the team preview, this is where I facepalm because he did bring. I knew the Gallade, the Weavile, and the Garchomp Melodic, and the Golbat, but I was expecting Chandelure or Klefki to come in. I was not thinking of Shaman. So it just completely this is not going to be, because he didn't bring it. So that means my Moltres is completely useless, the set I brought, because my plan was not going to work, because what can I sub on? So yeah, people may say, well, Rhyperior is a switch to Klefki, but I wanted to try to poison his team to wear them down to make it easier since he has a lot of fast on. So that plan is not going to work. So it all comes down, it's still playable. It all comes down to how I play this match. I have to play very smart and not just let Gallade get overpowered. I'm not really scared of Weavile because I do have ways to take on Weavile. It's just the Gallade and the Garchomp worries me. And you're going to actually see that doesn't turn out to be the issue of the battle. So I'll start off by leading with Keldeo as he leads with Garchomp as a good lead. He does a switch to the Shaman as he went for the Scald, so I didn't know that this was a bulky Shaman because I saw the leftover damage, so I didn't know he was like, so it turns out he was mixed defensive, which this is going to end up biting me in the butt because I didn't think he was going to bring a bulky Shaman, but I stayed in his Scald just to see what he was going to do, as I figured that this was going to definitely be his switch in for it. Yeah, I wouldn't switch him. I mean, maybe by Lodic, but I wouldn't risk it just in case of a Secret Sword. I should have Secret Sword turn 1, but I was thinking, what if he switched to Golbat? But I should have just predict, really. I have no reason not to Scald. I think that was way too safe. So I decided to go out the Vileplume because it's a good switch, as he does make a switch to Bilotic. He does go out the Golbat while I go for the Sludge Bomb. So I decided to go and switch to the Rhyperior on the switch because I didn't know what he was going to do, but he reveals the Brave Bird, which is fine by me. He does reveal that he's taunt Golbat, which is kind of causing some big issues because now he's just going to basically just completely can just shut me down since he's faster. So I go for the Rock Blast, just trying to get damage on something as he goes hard to Guard Chop, which is a good switch. He doesn't know I have Ice Punch, but I saw leftover, so I wasn't worried now. But because he, I guess he figured I may have Ice Punch this thing, I kind of revealed my set. I should have just, I don't know, either just switch out or just not. I don't know. I think I play way obvious right here because now he knows that I have a fucking coverage on this thing. So this is gonna make it more difficult. So I have to switch out because I can't stay in on any gun my left. So I go out the Vileplume as he decided to reveal the Waterfall, which he's running a more physical variant. I don't know why he's running a more physical variant by Lodic. I think any other my Lodic set will work, but he's running some kind of weird set. So he goes out the Rebound, which is a good switch. But I knew he was going to switch, so I go for the Straight Stab just in case he switched back to go back. So I decided to switch out the Snorlax as he goes for the knockoff. So that was kind of another bad. This is a series of another bad plays, and this is what I kind of wish I should have bought. So I go for the Suit to get some chip damage on him, knowing that I just want to break potential satchel this thing just in case he switches. So he goes out the Glade, make a good double switch as I double switch, go out the Vileplume. So you do have a good switch to Vileplume, which is bad. So he gets a free damage off. He goes out into the Glade and gets a and this is where I know someone's told me that I should have probably brought Flame Body, which I didn't think about it at the moment. I was trying, but Flame Body would have been much better because now he can just 2-hit KO me and stay in again. So he gets the first flinch and then he does get another flinch, which ends up killing my Moltres, which honestly I didn't really care because this Moltres set isn't really even built to be offensive. So it just really wasn't gonna do anything. Like without the plan wasn't gonna work without Klefki. So I can't poison. I can't really do anything. All I can really do is toss it. So all I really was gonna do is tossing him, which was gonna really do nothing, which doesn't help me a lot. But it sucks. So I wasn't really mad on that play. So that was it was a bad Moltres set really. So he goes for the knockoff, knowing that he can honestly do anything at this point at that range. There's nothing I can really do. So I decided to go out the Minikyu and click the SD. I believe. Actually, no, I went for the Shadow Claw because I didn't know he was going to stay in, just in case he predicts. So I go out the Rhyperior as he goes for the Roost, but trying to predict to see what I was going to do. So I went for the Rocks, I believe, this turn, or the Rock Blast just to damage him. And now I finally got some chip damage on him, which only got 2 hits, which does nothing. He goes for the knockoff, which I knew he was going to predict my switch. So I went for the Rocks just to try to get my Rocks Agile up so I can pressure his team. He does a switch out to my Lodic, as I believe I made the switch out to Snorlax. It's pretty much his death fodder at that point. But he does go out to my Lodic, which I thought that was pretty odd. So I go out to Vileplume as he reveals the Coil set, which I didn't know why he had Coil in this thing. I don't know what he was trying to beat with Coil, but that's fine by me. At least he's not the actual standard set. So I still went for the Straight Stab because I can honestly just spam that. Nothing really can take a Straight Stab. I can always get healing. So I decided to go out the Keldeo on the oncoming Gray Bird, which did like exactly 42%. So I lowered his attack. So it would have done more because of that. So I decided to go for the Icy Wind, predicting the Shaman switch, which got it down to low, like 30%. So if I do one more good read, I can actually give it a Shaman as quickly as possible. Well, I should have knew he was gonna switch out immediately. I should have just made a double switch out, but I don't know why I stayed with Icy win. I'm not really, that's the problem with this game I'm noticing. I'm not predicting, and I know he's going to do it, but it's like I'm not doing nothing to stop it. So he goes out the Weavile, predicts me to switch out the Vine Plume. Like now he's making the double switch, but I have to sack my Snorlax because I need Vine Plume. Doesn't really matter because but he does miss, which actually completely sucks. So I'm prepared for a lot of hacks this game. I was ready to sack Snorlax honestly, but that was unfortunate. That kind of sucks. So he goes back out to Golbat. I go out to Keldeo as I knew he's probably gonna roost. See what he's trying to do or try to kill Snorlax. So I decided to double back out the right period just to force him to like just attack. But he goes out to my Milotic, so he kind of just predicted my double switches. So it's not fucking working at all. I'm playing like shit. So it goes out to Gallade. I go for the double switch out the Vine Plume as he read that switch because you knew Vine Plume was the only switch. He goes for the Zen Headbutt and I get the paralysis and I do get the flinch again. So that actually surprisingly I lived because I was expecting his Gallade to actually kill Vine Plume because I think at Animate Gallade just completely fucking decks this Vine Plume set, but surprisingly I don't think he's running that much attack. I don't know, maybe he is running max attack while I'm that bulky. So I decided to switch out and sack my Snorlax because I really don't need Snorlax at all. Snorlax is basically just useless after I took way too much damage and I have no way of recovering. So this is an opportunity to go out the Mimikyu and start setting up damage. He does go out the Golbat as I do go for the Shadow Claw still just to get some continued damage. So I knew the next one was not going to kill, so I got an SD this turn as he roosts. So I'm thinking, I don't know what else he had on this point, so I decided to go for the SD again as he reveals that he has Haze. So this is turning into a really big issue because now I can't really set up on Golbat, so I gotta play around with this. So he goes for the Brave Bird trying to break these skies, which is a good play by him. So tried to still go for the Rock Blast still because honestly I got my rocks up, I can constantly chip damage him. I get a first crit and I almost kill my Milotic, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably live on a couple HP, and I'm not really running that much of an attack at all. I'm not even doing attack, so I decided to go to Vine Plume because I can take this opportunity to heal. So whatever he switches out into, I can keep Vine Plume healthy, so enough to take on his Shaman. So he's still going to Golbat, which is his switch in, so I am going to get a couple good health back from it. I'm not really scared of Golbat since I saw that he has Haze Brave Bird. He has a default. He didn't bring any default Guru, which was completely surprising to me. So it's gonna be much difficult for him to deal with rocks, but he can constantly still switch out the Milotic and stuff. So I continue to go for the Rock Blast, try to see if I can get some more damage on this thing. Trying to keep his mon low enough so that I can have an opportunity to sweep because with Gallade Paralyzed there could be a potential chance I could sweep, but I have to damage the Shaman. So I decided to go out the Vine Plume on this with the, and he predict that again by going out the Gallade. He missed the Zen Headbutt, which honestly that would have pretty much just 2-hit KO me, which actually sucks. Cause you see, I think he actually collects this hit and actually does like exactly like 83%, so you will guarantee like killed. So that actually sucks. I was honestly ready to sack Vine Plume, and I honestly was accepting the fact I was gonna lose this game because of how poorly I played already from how this match going. So I decided to go. So he reveals the HP, I don't know if it's HP Fire or Ice. So he revealed he was a much faster than my Milotic, so which wasn't surprising. But I decided to go for the Secret Sword just to get rid of this Milotic. So now it comes down to, can I get rid of Shaman or get rid of, if I can get rid of Shaman, I can actually potentially win with Keldeo, but it's going to be much harder to deal with him. He does a double switch out, which was good for him, because that actually turned this is actually what I gave him a huge advantage to win the game. So I'm forced to go out the Shaman as he goes with the Synthesis. So my only play is to set up SD and try to get rid of his Golbat and try to weaken his mons, and then potentially try to win with Keldeo. That was the only way I can win this. So I decided SD, and then I'm just going to keep clicking Shadow Claw until I get a critical hit, because every single time I click a Shadow Claw, if he roosts, he loses Golbat. So I can just click spammy Shadow Claw for the entire game and potentially try to win, because as soon as he he Haze, it's just basically he has to sack his Golbat. So now it comes down to, can I kill Shaman with Mimikyu, which surprisingly he did some of the spread, which was actually bulky enough to actually live a hit for a max attack. Well, I first tried it out with Shot Call to see what kind of defensive he is. He does get the C4 up and get the Spadep drop, which sucks. But that means I'm definitely not going to live the next one. So I knew he was going to heal this time, so I should have just SD right here, knowing that he was going to heal. Got some more damage on him, then play up. But I just thought that play up in this range would kill, so I'm making a lot of mistakes this game. So I go for the Shot Call, get the critical rate, which doesn't really matter. He goes for the C4 and miss, which sucks. But me not SD right here could have just got me an opportunity to win. Now I decided SD. I should have done it right off the get-go, but I don't know why, knowing that he was going to assist this, but I'm just playing like absolute trash. I would have probably killed this Shaman a lot quicker and got a lot more opportunities. So now I'm sacking my mid queue because honestly at this point there's nothing left. So the only way I can win is hope that Spec Kelly at this range kills, which sadly it just doesn't. It does like 42%. So if I would have got SD earlier up and predict, like he said, if I would have predict a little bit more, then I would have a chance to win. I just pretty much threw the fucking game after this point. So everything is based on me. The set I brought with Moltres was completely bad. I guess I was worried too much about the raw mons. Another thing we did talk about, I could have brought Mega Miniature. I don't know why I'm not bringing the correct mons. Like, I know some people may say I could have brought Katana, but I really didn't really need Katana when, honestly, Medicham and Cutter can basically do the same thing. Like, it's just a Z user. But it's just me not prepping right and then not playing effectively and taking advantage of the situation with cost of the match. So, you know, he prepped pretty well. That was a pretty good Shaman set. Ice Punch is going to do, like, literally footy. The Forces doesn't even matter. Like, he can switch out and get all, he can either heal or just switch out and just do the forces, so it doesn't really matter. It was basically a GG the moment he killed Minikyu, and then the damage of Keldeo. So, good game to IceDemonGray. A lot to take in from the match. I gotta stop being unconfident bringing the right bonds. I gotta stop fucking, I gotta start predicting more because I felt like I played way too fucking safe. A lot of fucking mistakes, a lot of things I gotta learn from. So I'm slowly starting to get back. School has been pretty busy, so I'm not really focusing on mons. I haven't really even been playing mons lately, really, besides UBC. So I'm just focusing on other things right now. But I'm gonna skip back to it. I'm gonna start trying my best to get more serious. It's like about to be the 5th week, so already 2-2, which is not bad, but I still can do better. I felt like this game I could have done a lot more better. So GG to IceDemonGray. Make sure y'all check out his perspective. Next week we're going against is the Go-Goats, which they're actually pretty. I think they had a pretty good record too. So I think that's gonna be a pretty good match too. After that, we're already halfway through the season, and I think we have 10 weeks, and then we gotta hope we get a chance to play out. So we have a chance to get to playoffs. We just gotta play good and just stop playing like absolute shit. So thank you guys for watching. I know a lot of people are gonna critique the shit out of me. That's fine. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out his perspective, check out everyone else's perspective, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.